العالمين وصلى الله وسلم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. اللهم ارزقنا فهم النبيين وحفظ المرسلين وإلهام الملائكة المقربين. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, it's a blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to be part of the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I'm here to plead to you today from the bottom of my heart, a community of Masjid Al-Momineen of Clarkston. It is one of the communities that deserves a masjid. If there are any community in the world, I would say, that deserves a new masjid, it is a community of Masjid Al-Momineen. And the reason is, if you ever go to that masjid at any regular salah, you feel that you're in a Muslim country. And that's beautiful to have in this type of environment. To have such thing is, alhamdulillah, it's a beautiful thing to have. It is a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And so long that we are thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah will only increase those blessings and those ni'mas that He has favored upon us. And what I mean, it will make you feel that you're in a Muslim environment, is that every time, if you come 30 minutes before the salah, you'll have people sitting there in the masjid waiting for salah. And you don't get that in many places, like I said. And that's, a ni'mah from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We're in the process of building this masjid. And I don't think we need anybody to remind us about the importance of building a masjid, especially for such an environment, such as, a community of Clarkston, being in the situation that they are for many years, people praying outside. And we know the story of Masjid Al-Momineen. It's not new to anybody or to any community that does not know about Masjid Al-Momineen. It was one of the 7 masajids that was built in Atlanta area, Metro Atlanta. Right? It's one of the oldest masjid. And now I believe approximately over 80 masjids are in Atlanta, nearby in Georgia. And this is a masjid that is long overdue. And alhamdulillah, we are in the process of that right now. And we feel confident that it is about time this building will come into existence, alhamdulillah. And since Ramadan, we have raised, so much with the help of Brother Altaf Sulaiman. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward him tremendously. And those brothers and sisters who have been donating, those board members who have tried their best so many years and are still committed to do their best in, seeing this project succeed. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward each and every person who was involved in that. But this community alone cannot, afford to build this masjid. That is why we need outside communities to get involved, and each and every Muslim, because this is a masjid that will serve not only a community, but it will serve, many people to come in the future generations, inshallah ta'ala. And I'll end with this hadith, inshallah ta'ala. This verse from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, مَا عِنْدَكُمْ يَنْفَدْ وَمَا عِنْدَ اللَّهِ بَاقٍ. Whatever that you have today in this world will apparently come to an end. Everything that we have in this world will come to an end. But whatever we put forth for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for the cause of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, I'll preserve that for you. And it will be with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as new, perhaps better than the day that you gave. So I am here to appeal to you that this is the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that deserves to be built. It is the best investment that one can invest. Today when we come to this country, we know that we buy a house, we buy 2 houses, 2 cars, maybe 3 cars, because that is, things that we can afford, maybe the things that we desire. But what about our akhirah? Right? If the one would to ask, about his akhirah, what do we put forth? That is the real question that that we have to think about. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَمَا تُقَدِّمُوا لَأَنفُسِكُمْ مِنَ خَيْرٍ تَجِدُوهُ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ. That whatever you put forth of good towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, indeed you will find it with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the day of resurrection. And there is no question about that. That in the day of resurrection, as we know about the day of Qiyamah, that we need every little thing that we can get to survive, to go through, and to go through the Sirat. And one of the best things to do right now is to invest into this environment, this masjid, the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which will serve as a sadaqatul jariyah. Even if the person dies while this while he invested in this masjid. In the future, inshallah ta'ala, as long as that masjid is there and someone or somebody is using that facility, inshallah ta'ala, that reward continues. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward each and every one of you who already spent, and those of you who have not yet got a chance to spend, please do so, and invest your akhirah, inshallah ta'ala, is the best investment this could be. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you all. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.